What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is the 14th of September. We're going to look here this morning at Aerodrome Finance / the United States dollar. Ticker symbol for this chart will be AERO USD. This will be a daily chart. We may go into a smaller time frame, a 3-minute. And this data, this price data here, is from Coinbase. So should be easily accessible for most, if not all, investors here. Aerodrome, guys, finally breaking out to the upside above what has been an important overhead resistance line we'll talk about here. We are very close to making a very important new high. We do have higher highs. Let's take a dive into it. So we're zoomed out here on the Aerodrome chart. By the way, welcome to the channel. All of the subscribers, all of the new subscribers, and those who have been around a while, appreciate you guys. So we've topped out back in here in April and been in basically a slow and steady, a little bit momentum here into this V bottom in July, rallied back up. Notice that we have this high from the 12th of April. We dragged that down once we made this high here in July of 24 this past summer, and we just carried that line down. So that was a very important area of overhead resistance. If we zoom in here, you can see that all through July and August, we have been respecting that overhead resistance. It's been keeping the price down. Here's the end of July. Here is the middle of July. Plenty of pullbacks along the way, playing our resistance and support levels. Right here was our last major test of that. It was the 25th of August. 23rd, 4th, 5th, 6th of August. They tried. It wasn't that long ago. And, couldn't quite do it. We pulled back here. What we do have here setting up as well, we have our major low back in here in early July. We have a big sell-off here, this big candle wick on the 5th of August. So that's a higher low than the July low. We also have this low right here on the 6th of September, which is also a higher low. So what we have here essentially is a pennant forming that has been broken out to the upside. So pennant pattern, a group of higher lows and a group of lower highs, and we are outside of that pennant pattern. So if we drew let's see if we can get to the correct tool here. If we connected these, something like this, you can see the apex of this pennant pattern would be basically over here in the end of September. So keep in mind that this current breakout that we're going to get to in just a moment could pull back and get within this pennant pattern again and closer to the apex. I don't think that'll happen, but it's possible. There really isn't that much time left anyways until the end of that. But anyways, that's currently what's taking place here is a breakout. So breakout, yes, from the pennant, and then 2, it's just simply breaking above the overhead resistance line. So we have a major higher low here within this whole swing up here. That was on the 11th of September, which was Wednesday this week, a couple days ago. We had a attempted breakout here on the 12th. You could see, let's get rid of the watch list here. If we zoom in on the charts here, and we have this day right here. This was a big day. The Aerodrome actually closed up 10.8%. But what happened was it went above the overhead resistance line. It hit our 66.9 level, and it closed below it. You could also see it closed just at or slightly below our 61.275 and our 61.10 level areas of resistance. Well, let's see. Friday the 13th, which was yesterday, we have a very large breakout above the resistance line. So we have support at the 61.2 and 61.10 price levels here. That's these purple and blue lines right here. We took out the highs from Thursday. That's very nice to see. We closed, this is probably the most important part of this, is we actually closed above this overhead resistance line. We haven't done that. This is the first time I believe we've closed above that. This is the first time we've closed above that, at least since we've had that line on the chart, which has been a long time. So it's quite bullish. Now, there's nothing guaranteed here. So, like I said, it's possible that these markets pull back into the pennant. Okay. But, just something you want to be, in my opinion, you want to be aware of all the possibilities here, in this market, in all the markets, what's possible here. Anything is quite possible here in the markets. And over time, you learn that you'll be surprised many times of, both good and bad things can happen here in the markets. You'll see crazy up days. You'll see crazy down days. You'll think the impossible is not possible until it's taking place right in front of your eyes. So obviously keep that in mind. Who knows? Probably won't happen, but it's possible. Again, the most bullish thing we have here for this Aerodrome chart is the close above that level. Now we are running into some price resistance. I mean, this thing has went on a huge run the past 2 days. We have some price resistance. We have 3 levels on the chart, starting at 72.3, 71.7, and then 71.0. Blue, white, and yellow resistance lines. Where are, the prices have reversed through them yesterday. These on, Thursday. And then we have, let's see here, Friday, today's Saturday. And then Saturday today. So we have pretty strong resistance there. What also is the price has found resistance at this level right over here, which was 23rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th of August. Yes, that did correlate with our overhead resistance line as well. And then right here, resistance at these levels. That was the 8th and the 9th of August. So the market is at a ceiling of resistance right here. This is the first time. This is the second time. And so far, this is our third time here. We'll see how far these markets pull back, if they can actually break above this ceiling of resistance. Again, it's between 71.0 and 72.3. Those are the prices that I have on my charts. And you can see price is respecting those with these candle wicks above, closes below. We also have a daily lower high here today. This means that we could actually trend down for a short period of time. 1 day at a time. We don't know how long it will go. But when you see markets like down here, so we have a continuation of lower lows. Here is a higher low, actually. Another lower low, a higher low. When we get a daily higher low, so we'll have a lower low, and then our next day here, we have a higher low. That's when we can start to look for trends in the opposite direction. Okay. Now, again, we have a higher low here, but the next day we created a new lower low. So the trend is obviously still lower. Here on the 7th, we have a higher low from the previous day, which was the 6th. So we can start to look for higher prices. Again, we have another higher low on the 8th and a nice higher low and a higher high on the 9th. Taking that back to what's going on right now is we have a lower high from the previous day, which was yesterday, the 13th of September on Friday. What is this telling us? Well, since we have not created another new daily higher high, well, we can start to look in the opposite direction of the current trend, which is up for lower prices until we make a new daily higher low and a higher high. So it's pretty in depth, but just that's kind of the way I look at these markets. So we have the high. So far, our high is made on the Friday, the 13th, and that level is 72,642. Today, so far, no daily higher high. So I would expect, and what I'd be cautious about is prices continuing to fade lower today. Now, we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. It's just how I look at the markets, that this big leg up here might be done for a period of time until we can continue to make new daily higher highs. So far today, if I zoom in here, we have a daily lower high. So the uptrends will continue with higher highs. Here's the high, and today's high is lower than that. So we could see a pullback. Well, where is the pullback most likely to go? For starters, guys, 66,959 is my next level below the market as price support. And then obviously it takes you all the way back down here to 61,275, which was not too far above our overhead resistance line that we broke out. Now, if the price went down that far today, let me try to correct this here. If the price went straight down today, it would actually take us right to the top of the our two price levels at 61 and 61.10, 61,275, as well as our overhead resistance line. Okay, so that's kind of what's going on here, what's been happening, potential pullback scenario. Let's talk about higher prices. Higher price targets. Let's say the trend has just, has completely changed and it's going to hold. Well, we're going to look for some big upper price targets that are potentially in play right now. Once we break this ceiling of resistance, we'll know a little bit more, but it doesn't change where the price targets are above the market. Those are valid no matter if this fails or not, or continues higher. But we have an iron wall right here at the 72,326, excuse me. Okay, new price targets above the market based on the potential trend higher here. 77,319. 77,319 could be in play right now. Again, we really want to get above these highs from the 26th, 5th, 4th, and 23rd of August, and we'll really know a little bit more. 77,319 is a new price level. 77,319, the current price is at 70, so it puts you roughly about 7 cents higher. Let's see what that looks like. So the current trading price is actually at 70 and change, so we're at about a 17% move to target number one. 17% move target number one. 77,319 is that price. We have another new target up there. I used orange we have fall coming up, Halloween coming up next month. Not rushing it by any means. 88,507 is a new level, guys. Could be in play right now. 88,507. Current prices are 69, and that puts you at 88,507. I'm not sure. 88,507 is on the right hand side. It says 92, but we actually need this to say. Let's fix this for you guys. 88,507. There we go. Sorry about that. 88,507. It's not up here at 92. It's at 88. And that is going to put the price up. So we were at 17% for the 77. So you're at about a 26% move potentially in play here for Aerodrome. 17 to 26% move. Now, let's say prices continue to break out higher. We get above this iron wall here at 72. These levels in between 77 and 85, like we have one here at 75, we have one here at, again, this is actually in the wrong spot as well. This is supposed to be 319. Sorry about that. I thought I had those correct. That'll change our percentage here. So set up to 77 is a 10% move. So we have a 10% to a 26% move, guys. For correction, 77, 319, 88, 507. 10 to a 26% move. Potentially in play once we get above this iron wall here. All right. A lot to talk about. A lot of ways to look at the markets. Some more complex than others. Let's keep in mind all the possibilities here. As far as to the downside, we could easily be heading down to 69 if that holds and then continues to fail. It'll potentially hold for a short period of time and then it could turn into resistance, not support. Potentially we're heading down here to the 61 275 level. That's to the downside. There is a chance if markets get crushed this weekend for whatever reason, we could find ourselves back in this pennant pattern. We've seen it happen before with something like XRP. So just keep in mind, you can break out and then you can get yourself back in. Let's say markets break out to the upside, 77 319, new target, 88 507, new target, 10 to a 26% move, targets to the upside. Here is the chart zoomed out. Again, this is a daily chart. This is from Coinbase. This is the Aerodrome Finance / the United States dollar, the USD. It's very clear we have a solid breakout taking place here. More important than this breakout here is getting above these 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th of August. We want to get above that level, which is just about at the 72 326 level right here. All right, guys, let's take a look at Bitcoin real quick. Bitcoin, has a similar look. Markets are following Bitcoin for sure. Bitcoin, we have let's not forget that we're just still in a large sideways choppy consolidation. Okay. And talked about it before. I have big targets to the upside for Bitcoin. We have a higher low here, the big sell off here. We're above our 58,910 level, which is good. Right now we're at 6205, which is the next level. Some resistance at 62,206 right up here. And then we have some really important levels up there between 64 and 63,000. Once those break, we're going to find ourselves up here at 68 pretty quick, but we have some roadblocks to work on before. We're only at 59,000, so we have some roadblocks before we get up there to 68. Let's see what happens. We have big moves happening over in the stock market. A lot of markets are looking like they might want to break out and start to trend again. That would be great. We'll see. Guys, thanks for watching. Good luck out there. Of course, not financial advice. If you are not yet a part of the channel, join us here. Hit that subscribe button. Share your comments down below. We'll do the best. We do the best with our bot issue. The spam bots, it's very annoying. I continue to block keywords and users all the time. They continue to show up. I don't know how to win that battle. Guys, have a great day.